Hello, hello, and hello. I am the Light of the Leo. So happy to start this journey with you. Y'all just hold my hand because I'm about to really be transparent today. But I am excited to get something started that I wanted to do for so long. I have had so many starts and stops, but I just know that this is the way to do it. And I'm learning so much about myself already. Are you confused? That's okay. Ride with me. I have my cute little brother with me. Uh, that's one thing I've learned about myself. I have learned that it's best for me to, um, I love a conversation. And this is why I'm doing it this way. Hey, Jonathan, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Ready to get this started, girl. Ready to do the dang on thing.
And I appreciate it. If you're here on the live with me, just go ahead and say hey. Be sweet. You know, when you come into a room, please announce yourself. Say hello. I just want to make sure I know who is watching and enjoying with me. But when I went to name this video, the first thing that came to me was the struggle to be me. And to be honest, I think this could turn into a series. Um, there's absolutely no way that I feel like this by myself. I know that a lot of people go through this, especially people that have the Christian upbringing, especially people that feel sometimes that being themselves is not exactly enough. Um, and I certainly do know how that feels. But I just want to let you know that I have certainly gone through a process to get to know myself in its true authenticity and to, I guess, just fall in love with the fact that I don't have to be everybody else. I don't have to try to be something that I'm not to be accepted. So I am just going to talk about my process. And I don't know anybody better to do that with than my little brother. He's been with me all of his life
Yep.
and all of my formative years. So he knows me best. So I think I'm using him to be not only a sounding board, but somebody to keep me tran- is it transparent? No, just to keep me on board of what I'm doing. Ooh, Tyrone, your Mac is cluttered. Anyway, that's what it says here. All right, guys. So the one thing that I always talk about when I talk about trying to be myself, the day that started, or at least I started to at least consider trying to be myself around everybody at all times, was when I was talking to Jonathan about how I pretty much have a persona on Instagram, and there's something else totally on Facebook. And I don't know how it's gonna work out, the Facebook and the YouTubes and all that stuff is like, who am I gonna be on both? But I'm just gonna be me. But back then, I would have those 2 personas, and, like, what were you thinking, Jonathan, when I told you that and you saw that?
I'm thinking what the based off of the answer that I gave you, I'm pretty sure I have an idea of when this happened. So this probably happened around the time that I was maybe 21, maybe 20, something like that. But when you brought that to my attention, I understood it because I did the same thing. I had Twitter and Facebook. I didn't get Instagram until years and years later. But Twitter was my outlet. Twitter was me being me 100%. All of my fandom over the men's, all of my gay talk, all of that stuff was all on Twitter because that's where all my gay friends were. All the people who knew me outside of Columbia, South Carolina, They all knew the real me. And then on Facebook, I had my classmates, my family, my friends, church members, things of that nature. So I definitely kept that separate. However, around the time that I was 21, when I started to come to terms with my sexuality, and became okay with sharing it with the world, with everyone, we're on
Mhm.
all platforms. I had to say, you know what? If they don't like it, so be it. They can unfriend me. They can unfollow me. I'm going to be me because that's what makes me happy. So how did you take it when I gave you that advice?
It was like a light bulb. You pretty much told me like, "Well, why should you have to do that?" I was like, "Hmm, why should I?" And, oh, let me tell you what Tyrone said. Hold on, 'cause I was over here talking about his computer. He says, "All those games you playing on it junked it up." And he's sending laughs and smirks and all that stuff. Anywho, but, I have at least 2 drunk videos on Instagram. I have Oh gosh, you remember the Team Soba?
Of course. That's the first thing that came to my mind when you said two drunk
I
videos on Instagram.
iconic, okay?
Yes.
If
In
you
the
can find
Sonic drive-through.
child, yes. Oh my gosh, and weren't you driving my car at the moment?
I'm not sure, but I know that I was sober for sure. That's that's
I
that's
think you
one
might have been
thing.
driving. I think you were driving because I knew what I
I
was
was driving.
over that
I
night.
was.
Yeah, that's so I still laugh at that to this day. That good times. And it's like, whenever we did go out and have libation or whatever, it was never on some I'm trying to heal from something. We just went out to have fun.
Right, to have a good time.
And it's like for me, I've never been that kind of oh gosh, how can I say this? I don't do it all the time. I'm really a social kind of
Right,
person.
you're not that type of drinker.
Oh
You
no,
didn't want to say that word.
I think I did. See, look, I struggle to be me.
Yeah, like, it's a
Yeah,
drinker. You're not a drinker. You're not an alcoholic. You're just a social butterfly who enjoys the liqueur from time to time.
and then that's funny too because it's like I only do it when I feel like it. And I can't say it's funny, but that's just what it is. I don't feel like it often. So it's like I don't know. Those videos are on there. Of course, that's something that not well, of course, back then. That's something I
Mhm.
had nothing I didn't want anything like that to be on my Facebook, especially with all the church people and all that stuff. It was to the point where I was concerned about the things that I found funny, things that had cursing in it,
Mm,
things, comedians, when they cursing all up in and through it. But it's like, though I personally don't curse, I find a little what's that word? Little obscenity
okay, yeah.
funny. You know, it gets the frustration out and all that stuff. It's not for me. It's not something that I do, and I know that if I start trying to do stuff like that, Imma look weird, man.
Yeah.
But the people that have caught me at have a little a slipperoo,
Yeah.
either I was copying somebody or I was actually really upset. I'll have to say Jabari, a good friend of mine, he has caught me one time, and he was like and I was really feeling it. I said the B word, Jonathan. I was actually talking about somebody.
Oh, okay.
He
Okay.
got under my skin. It was an old ex-girlfriend of his. Sorry, Jabari.
Okay.
And she was blowing up his phone, and she was an ex at that time, blowing up his
Mm,
phone. I was with him, and we were, just, up in the sand hills or whatever, chilling, having a good day. I was in his car riding with him. She was blowing up his phone. He didn't want to talk to her. So you know what I did?
what?
I picked up the phone.
Oh no, what to say, girl?
Hello. And she quickly hung it up because she was
Right. All
what I
ghetto
called
white.
her. No, she's what I called her, a B word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. She ain't had the balls to say hello to me. And it was crazy that she knew who I was and everything, but
Oh, wow. Okay.
child, yeah. Like, don't blow up his phone. Like, why?
Yeah.
But let me go back to me. I'm sorry. That I'm already getting riled up again about that. But um that's where it started. How I was presenting myself to different groups of people. You know, like even with what I posted today. You saw what I posted today on Facebook? I posted a famous quote.
Oh, no, I didn't see it.
Let me read it to you. It says, "Give it up, delicious. You look like a man." And I saw a compilation video of New York today, and that thing took on my soul so much. Give it up, delicious.
It's okay.
Anywho, oh, Daddy cares.
He does.
But yes, like me finding that funny or anything else that had curse words in it or anything like that, I was concerned about posting it or reposting it on Facebook when I felt like, maybe the whole world should know or hear it or see it and stuff like that. Or I
Right.
even to go as far as trying to say excuse the curse words. It's like we all grown, you know,
Right.
and we all know that people be cussing, and sometimes it makes some things even funnier.
Right. And which begs the question, why did you feel like you had to censor yourself on Facebook? What was the reason why you had this thing going on where you were two different personalities on two different social networks?
I believe it's because I was presenting myself one way in front of like maybe some church people, and I know Mama wasn't really on Facebook like that, so didn't have to worry about her. But it was church people and family people on Facebook and in Instagram. Excuse me. It was mostly strangers that followed me,
Mm,
um, but also it was coworkers and people from school at high school as well as in college. So that's just what it was. It was just two different presentations of myself in two different areas.
right. And it sounds to me like you were nervous about what their reaction would be to see those type of posts coming from your page.
This is what's funny as I'm trying to think it through right now, Jonathan.
Mhm.
I wasn't even thinking about what they would say.
Really?
Mm-mm. I wasn't even thinking about what they were saying. I was thinking about like maybe how they would receive me, or maybe they'd look at me any kind of different. Because
Okay.
let's be real. Like people on Facebook, um, unless you have some of these fanatical people that like to say whatever they want to say on Facebook, not a lot of them's going to speak up and say something to your face
Right.
or look at you weird, outside, or maybe they might say, "Oh, I saw that thing that you posted on Facebook."
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. They're typically not going to speak up about it.
And that's another thing, just being concerned about what people are thinking versus what they might actually say out their mouth. I'm
Okay.
happy that I'm in a space now that I am concerned about I'm gonna be real. I am concerned about what they are thinking. We can hear you, daddy.
All I can do is laugh. That's all
Okay,
I can
it's like,
do.
look. Oh gosh, you can get in the comments if you want, daddy. It's cool. This is how it looks with a parent that truly loves us.
Right.
Okay, we have some really good parents. They love us and support us in so much that we do.
In
Um,
everything that we do.
Thank you. In everything that we do, our parents really push for us. Golly, this is anyway. So that's so funny. I wasn't even concerned about what my parents would think. It's just other people outside. Even with you being gay, I wasn't concerned about what was going on in the house, how mommy and daddy would feel because we all love you.
Right.
I was just concerned about what other people would say outside of the house, especially the church people, Jesus. And it's like I didn't want to put myself in a position to have my first fight.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can imagine how it was for me and what that experience was like. It took me until I was 21 to say F what other people feel about
Mhm.
how God made me. I'm
Yeah,
going to accept it. I'm going to relish in it, and I'm going to be me.
and you know
And that's it.
what's even worse is that I know that there are men and women that feel that same way, and they're way past their 20s, you know?
Mhm.
Having to uphold some kind of a statute or, or standard of what they should be versus just deciding to be the standard. That was deep. Did you hear that, Jonathan?
Right. Yeah.
Instead of trying to keep up with what you should be, you be the standard. You just be yourself. And that's a struggle that I have not as often as I used to for sure, but I struggle with that. Jonathan can tell you right now how long it took us to even go live.
Mm. I mean, do you want me to say it?
You can say it, Jonathan. I ain't ashamed.
It took at least 10 to 15 minutes. At least.
Tyra, why'd you put yourself on this video?
All right.
You just pop.
Gotta love them.
That's my husband. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, it took about 10 to 15 minutes for us to get started because Jennifer was so nervous. And it is what it is. But that's I'm here to help facilitate things.
And that's why I have him. I knew I would need him to keep me above board, to keep me from running away from this moment, because I needed to talk about it. I think I'm going to continue to talk about it. But not only am I making sure to be myself, and give my opinion, knowing that my opinion does matter, just like everybody opinion matters. Um, and also just trying to stay in my lane and not be like others. And if my lane is going a little bit different from others, that's okay. I can continue to stay on that, still be myself, still be loved and acknowledged. So I I love that about myself. I'm learning more and more about that. And I just thank God for you, Jonathan, because you have gone through, a major thing. It's not easy being gay and being a Christian and then having so many people that say that they're a Christian as well say that you are less than
Mm-hmm.
because you're gay. So I learned a lot from you in that sense as well, just to go out there, walk tall, and be myself at all times. I think
Right.
Go ahead.
Because what I and eventually realized is that I'm not an actor. I'm not an actor whatsoever. I cannot pass as heterosexual even on my best day, even if I tried my hardest. Like even if I
Right.
tried right now to talk like a heterosexual man, it's just not going to happen. That's not a part of my DNA. So when I realized that, okay, so I am me, and whenever people meet me, they're going to get me, and whether they're going to accept me or not, that's up to them. But I have to be okay with what I am presenting because it is my truth. And whether they accept me or not really is none of my business
Mm,
because I'm still going to be me at the end of the day, and they're still going to be them at the end of the day.
at all
So,
times.
it's all about really accepting yourself fully. You have
Mhm.
to accept yourself fully, and then once you get to that point, it really doesn't matter what anyone has to say about you.
You're right about that, and also, like, with what I was thinking about, Jonathan, as you were saying that, is how, unfortunately, sometimes we make other people's issues with themselves our issues.
Mm-hmm.
I am still working on this, but I have strayed away for a long time, um, from showing my love for my family and Tyrone, my husband, on Facebook. Can you believe that? Or any social media.
That's surprising to me.
I have shied away from it because, and I think other people might understand that's in an actual good relationship. sometimes, you see so much negative out there, negative relationships, people that are unhappy saying that these dudes out here ain't nothing. And it's like, I have a heart for these people because it's like, dang, I don't know how people date these days. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel so blessed to have found the one for me. And
Okay. And done it in your 20s. That's even better, honey.
no, and that's one thing I can say. I know I didn't get no degree from school, but I sure found a husband.
That's right.
I'll get my degree soon though. But anywho, the one thing that I think about when I think about like possibly putting out there, oh, I love my husband, or this is what my husband did for me today, or I'm just so happy right now. I just think about what other people could possibly be thinking. And there's like two different levels or whatever, right?
Yeah.
There's the people that will be like, wow, that's great. I'm so happy for her. And then there's the, I hate her because she's so happy. And I, of course, think the bulk, we always go towards the negative, right? So I always
Right.
think the bulk is going to be, I can't stand her. She's always, so happy and, their relationship. But one thing I can say, the people that have actually spoken up, we've never heard a negative thing.
Right.
We've always heard positive. And we even heard people say, we look up to your marriage. And I'm like, how I don't know where you got that from. I don't even post that much, you know what I'm saying? I don't get that. But I'm starting to feel like maybe I should post more because there's not a lot of people talking about the positive. And to be honest, I think I would talk about the negative as well. It's like we had this conversation, we didn't come together on this, but what we did, we talked, we agreed to disagree, or we just kept it pushing and moved on. But we hardly even have those like that anymore,
Right.
simply because we know each other, because we communicate so well.
Right.
And shoot, Tyrone really knows me. But when it comes to tough conversations, we have a specific way that we do that. And so as far as us clashing at each other, we don't have that.
Right. And I also feel like those negative people might try to claim that you're being fake or that, there's no way that she can be this happy or anything like that. But, I think of, when although I don't get on Facebook as much as I used to, I think of someone who posts everything at all times, and that is Mike. Mike will post everything that's going
Every
on
thought,
during
and I
his
love it.
day. And that's what you get when you follow him. And if you know him, you know that is his personality. And
Absolutely.
so that's why with Jennifer, everyone knows your personality. So when they see said posts of your happiness and your gleefulness and all that good stuff,
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh, that's just Jennifer. She good.
That's a great, see, this is why I need to talk to you. That's a great point because if you know me, you know that is me.
Yes.
And especially if you've been around me and Tyrone, everybody has felt our love, and the way that we are together. It's not, I'm standing over him or vice versa. It's like, no, we are together and we
Right.
work together very well. Like if Tyrone's standing up and I still need a napkin, he'll give me a napkin. I'll ask for the napkin if he's still up. And if I get up, I make sure that do you need something?
Right.
And I ain't about to put this butt to the chair until, you clarify that. Tyrone, he says, this love is an epic secret society. Oh. And to be honest, that's actually how we look at it. It's our secret society.
Yeah.
Just for us. And I do plan on posting more of us. And even with what you're saying, Jonathan, you're right. You're right. This is why I know I had to have this conversation with you. Or I can't. You're right. And we've talked about it. I haven't gotten any negativity ever. The negativity came from my thoughts and my imaginations. So, I'm excited to share more and answer more questions and just, be more open to life in general and letting people in more. What you think, Jonathan?
And I will be so happy to see you do it, because you're the type of girl who I feel like has everything under control and is aware of everything. And so I've been surprised by a couple of things that you said this evening, and
Are you
I'm like,
serious?
okay, yes. And so I just hope that you open the floodgates and just allow yourself to be free.
And that is basically what the light of the Leo means to me.
Yes.
The light of the Leo name came from a friend of mine. His name is Joseph. And he pretty much gave me that name from all of the advice and care that I have given to him for different situations that he's been going through. And I am a Leo, of course. And he gave me the light of the Leo. That's that's the name. And I know I am a light. I be
Yes.
shining.
You
So,
are.
so I appreciate that, Joseph. Thank you for that name. It fits me to a T.
To a
And
T.
also, this journey here, my locks. I tell you, I gave my locks to Jesus. Did I tell you I did that?
No, you didn't.
I love how people keep on saying there's so much demonic stuff going on, and people are, like giving their children hair and everything to the devil and all that stuff. I said, you know what? I'm gonna flip this. Lord, use my locks. Here. There you go. I'm on this lock journey. We're going into month 3 right now.
3. Yes.
And I already got hang time.
Hang time. Okay.
I love it.
Like, you literally look like you could have been having them for at least 8 or 9 months, almost a year.
Yeah.
Like, that's how much progress it looks like you have.
Yeah, I'm so excited about this lock journey as well. You guys, I'm just going to take you with me on this life journey. I'm going to expose more of myself, and I think I'm going to create this more of a struggle to be me series. And through that struggle to be me series, I'm going to continue to share more of myself with you guys. And I'm just excited to do that and happy to do that with Jonathan and other friends that I will have on the show that understand so many different parts of me. And see, this is just another thing that I've learned about myself. Yes, I could come to you by myself about this, but I love a conversation. That's just me,
Right.
where I shine in the conversation. So that's why I have somebody with me.
Absolutely.
Tyrone says, I'm thinking about creating a segment on my TD McCullum channels. Yes, you should. And this is what's hilarious. I'm over here pushing him to do stuff like this. And I had to take a cool 10 minutes of me saying, oh, I'm so nervous. I'm excited. I'm nervous. Oh, I went through all of that, all of those emotions. It's a roller coaster of emotions before we even got on. So,
And look at there, we did it.
we did it. And just know this is not going to be my last time coming to you guys with a video. I'm going to continue to talk about those things. If you can, in my comments, well, okay. I don't know what would be a good way to look up my Light of the Leo channel, because when I type in Light of the Leo on YouTube, none of me comes up. So, yeah. So, I'm going to just continue to share this link out. So, once you get the link for this YouTube channel, well, for this particular episode of My Struggle to Be Me, go ahead and click subscribe so that you can see the next time that I'm live. And also, if you have, anything to say to me, sharing your own experience on trying to be yourself in different spaces and areas, go ahead and put that in the comments. Let me know your struggle, because Lord knows we can all hold hands and struggle together and make it to the top.
Right, that's right.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, put your comments in there. Let me know how you're doing with this. And if you have any advice for me, shoot, I'm an open book. Go ahead and let me know, and I'll absolutely talk about it And I do believe I'll go ahead and talk about any comments that I've gotten from the last video on the next video for sure. Is there any other things? You can follow me at The Light of the Leo on on TikTok, as well as Instagram. And if you got my Facebook, you got my Facebook.
Right.
And
So is it The Light of the Leo or is it Light of the Leo?
okay, so we did have to go back and forth about that. It was at first Light of the Leo, but it was the person that actually named me that. It's a statement. I
Right.
am the Light of the Leo.
The
I'm
Light.
like, oh, that makes sense. So I'm going to stick with that, the
Yep.
Light of the Leo. And oh no, that's you. Yeah, the Light of the Leo. That's me on the YouTube's, TikTok, and Instagram. And this is for Mr. JoJo himself.
Yes, that is my Instagram, Jojo's Jojo underscore 3020. I'm also on TikTok, Jojo underscore 3020 underscore. I'm also on YouTube. I have a YouTube page, Jojo Speaks. Jojo Speaks on YouTube. Just type that into the search bar, subscribe, share, watch us all. We do videos every Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. with hot topics and social commentary. So make sure you join us for a good time, y'all.
And also, one of my main things that I do, like, I can do it right after getting up in the morning, which is my Faithful Warrior Ministries prayer that I do. Started like almost a year now, or I don't do times good. So we've been praying every single Saturday at 10-ish a.m. And I can do that prayer like nothing. It's nothing to do that prayer. But to expose a little bit of myself, this took a lot. So I'm just excited to move forward in this. So please just send all your oh wait, hold on. I'm going off. Oh, and Tyrone said we've been doing it for 2 years. Thank you, Tyrone. But that's for the Faithful Warrior Ministries. You'll find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook and also Spotify with the podcast. All you have to do is type in Faithful Warrior Ministries. You'll see the praying hands, and that's our podcast. You can see us there. But once again, give me your comments on what you got to say. I guess not about me, but about this, what we're talking about today. And the last thing, let me put up here. Tyrone says you have put the sun emoji before the light of the Leo and lion emoji at the end. So that's why it's hard to find me. Do I just need to take it off? But they're so cute. I'll take care of that, guys. It's going to be the light of the Leo. So, gosh, people are coming in at the end of this whole thing. Yo, if you want to see the Tyrone, I sent you the link, Tyrone, to the YouTube to the YouTube video. Can you put the link to the YouTube video in the description just to make sure that everybody has the YouTube link so they can come and go back and see the replay? Because I don't like how Facebook's a little finicky. It takes a while for you to be able to replay. So I'm going to stop talking right now. Thank you guys for listening to me and joining me on my struggle to be me. And I'm going to reveal more and more of myself, and just ride with me. We're going to have fun. Thank you, Jonathan, for joining me tonight.
Anytime.
I hope all of you guys have a great night. I do love you. Thank you for coming. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Turn it off.